Now I'd like to tell you about our Simply Blonde collection added to the Kenra portfolio. The Simply Blonde collection is formulated with an LCT complex, which gives us lift, control, and tone. So the Simply Blonde comes in white and gold packaging. It's a little bit different than the rest of the line, but what that's going to give us, it's going to separate us apart so that we'll know that we'll mix our Simply Blonde collection with our Simply Blonde developers that are formulated specifically to go with this collection. So make sure you're mixing the white and gold colors with the white and gold activators so that you're using the line cohesively. So first I'd like to talk to you about our lighteners in the Simply Blonde portfolio. First up, we have our transparent lightener. So with our transparent lightener, it's a gel consistency. You're gonna mix it on a 1:3 ratio with the transparent activator. It has its own developer, so make sure you're grabbing the right developer or activator when you're in the color room. 1:3 ratio, process up to 45 minutes, and you're only gonna get about 5 levels of lift with our transparent lightener. So it's a great tool to grab. You will not have as much toning with this because it's a white powder mixed with a gel activator so that you can see it lifting. So you won't have to wipe your color off to get a good look at how you're processing. You'll be able to look right at it and know because it is transparent. So it's a great tool to use to give you 5 levels of lift, or if you just want a slight shift. I like to use it when I'm wet balayaging. If I just want to get a slight variance in color, I will use the transparent lightener so that I can see exactly how far it will go and when I want to stop it, and I don't have to wipe any of my color off. So it's great. It's a great tool to grab. So just keep the transparent lightener in mind if you're only looking to get about 5 levels of lift, or if you have a client who has virgin hair and you want to see that natural tone come through, but you don't want to have to like keep wiping off the blue lightener to see what color's underneath. Just grab your transparent lightener, apply that in your foils, and you'll be happy with the results. So just remember, transparent activator with the transparent lightener. Those two you'll always use together. Next we have our for maximum lift, you're going to want to grab our blue powder lightener, which is going to be great for toning out all of those yellow tones. We know blue is across from yellow on the wheel, so we're going to get all the anti-yellow toning coming from this. Up to 8 levels of lift mixed with our 20 and 30 volume in the Simply Blonde collection, and process also up to 45 minutes. Now it is an intense blue when you get it in the bowl, and you'll notice that as you're using the product, that those extra blue pigments that are in the color really help tone as you're going. So obviously with when you're mixing up lighteners, you know, the higher that you'll go, the maximum lightness that you'll get, and the lower that you do, the more control of tone that you'll have. So make sure that you're choosing your developer according to where you're going. If you need to, you know, you need to blast it up and get you to that super light blonde, then choose a higher developer. If you have time to do the low and slow and have more control of your tone, then I always recommend to do so. Also in the Simply Blonde portfolio, we have the clay lightener. Now, the clay lightener kind of changed the game for me when it came to balayaging, because no longer having to use mesh, no longer having to use foils, makes for such a smoother, quicker balayaging process, because the Kenra color is designed to dry on the outside, locking the moisture in, keeping it from bleeding on your other sections. So when you're balayaging, you can apply your color right to the hair, drop your next section, and not have to worry about your sections intermingling or one color bleeding onto the other. So it's going to form this like harder exterior around your color and provide you that, I guess it's like putting a foil inside of your color. So the outside will harden up, protecting the moisture on the inside. So you're getting that lift, but you're also not having to worry about taking that extra step of adding your dividers in. So the clay lightener will give you up to 8 levels of lift mixed with our 20-30 volume developer in the Simply Blonde collection, and processing up to 45 minutes with that as well. And never any heat. So just keep that in mind. And then we also have our cream lightener, which is newer to the line. You could mix it with our 20-30 volume developers in the Simply Blonde collection. And this is also great for on-scalp application. It's a super gentle formula. It has more of a violet base to it, so it's gonna help counteract those more brassy, orangey tones. But it's a very smooth, creamy consistency, and you'll mix that with the developers from the Simply Blonde collection as well. So with those 4 versatile options with just enlighteners, you can see that the Simply Blonde collection elevates the Kenra portfolio to the next level by helping us take our blondes to the next level without interruption of toning. So being able to lift, control, and tone all in one step is really awesome. Also in the Simply Blonde portfolio, we have our sheer tones. So our sheer tones are great for toning. You're going to want to lift that hair up to a level 9 or 10. And then our sheer tones are going to be mixed with a 20 volume developer in the Simply Blonde portfolio. So it's a little bit different because it's going to help lift open that cuticle just a little bit more to penetrate your sheer tone in there just a little bit deeper so that you get long lasting toning with the sheer tones. So keep that in mind. In the color book, you'll see with the Simply Blonde portfolio, the sheer tones are down here listed. We have a natural gold, a rose, ice, and steel. They're great if you just want to have that very sheer, transparent cast on the hair. They will definitely give you a long-lasting sheen and shine to the hair. They're great to use. I specifically love to use the rose on my level 10 blonde clients. Mix it with the 20 volume developer, comb it through, and it just gives that soft kind of rosy undertone that people are really looking for right now. My clients always, I want that antique rose look when we're finished today. And so I always grab my rose sheer tone and put that on, and it's amazing. So keep that in mind. And then also with the Simply Blonde collection, we have the Ultra Lifts, Natural, Pearl, and Ice. So with those, we're going to mix those with the Simply Blonde developer. Great for virgin hair lifting up to 8 levels as well. Or no, lifting up to 4 levels, mixed with our 20-30 volume developer in the Simply Blonde collection. With the 30 volume, you're going to get more lift. With the 20 volume, you're going to get more tone and control. So make sure that you're choosing your developer accordingly. Obviously, the ice is going to have a blue base. It's going to help counteract your brassy tones. If you have more, that pearl is going to have more of a violet base. It's going to help counteract your yellow tones. And then the natural gold, it gives you another option. If you like someone who likes those natural butterscotchy yellow golden summer glow, it doesn't always have to be an ashy blonde. It doesn't always have to be beige. You know, there's an option for gold too. So if you have a client who prefers more of a gold end result, the natural gold is always great to grab. I mix the pearl and the ice together a lot on my clients who are at a level 6 and want to lift up. Because they're great, or even on a level 5. They're meant for level 6 and above. If you have someone that's a little darker, you're obviously going to have a warmer end result. So keep that in mind, but meant for 6 and above. On that level 6, mixing the ice and the pearl together will give you the most beautiful, icy, cool blonde at the end. So if you have a client that's kind of thinking about going a little lighter and she's got a virgin root growing in and she's been a bleach and tone on her ends, grab that pearl, grab that ice, mix them together, put it at her regrowth, and just blend it out, and it is going to be amazing every single time. So the Simply Blonde portfolio was added, and it's amazing. Just remember that you're going to get lift, control, and tone, and these also are great. I mean, using doing a balayage with your clay lightener and then toning with your sheer tones at the end. I mean, the shine that it puts, the sheer tone, the tone, I mean, just you all will be as impressed as I am. I'm almost speechless, which is weird for me because of how amazing the Simply Blonde portfolio is. So try these out, and don't be afraid to push yourself a little bit as a stylist, because it's amazing what we can come up with when we challenge ourselves. So the Simply Blonde is great to be added to, and I'm excited to hear what you guys think about it.